there's guys that are, you know, more talented than him in a lot of ways who don't work half as hard. If you put in like an ounce of Utah in your if you had an ounce of Utah attitude in your game, you'd be so much better.
I'm good. Thank you. So thank you for joining today. Today I'm gonna ask about you to a Japanese player and visa summary experience and maybe vaccine situation until begins. Is
No
that
problem.
okay? Okay.
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. So before we start, please introduce yourself. Okay, Jason.
So my name is Jayson Hannibal, and I'm a professional basketball player from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. 6'10" post player, beast in the middle.
And are you playing the Hong Kong League right now? Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna be going back to Hong Kong November 1st, so very soon.
And 10 years professional basketball player experience, right? Okay.
Yeah, 10 years overseas. And, it's been good. Gonna keep it going as long as the body holds out.
Okay, thank you. And あとテルさん、僕の動画にも何個か出てもらってますけど、もう一回ちょっとすみません、改めて自己紹介をよろしくお願いします。
はい、カナダに住んでる日系カナダ人の、池田照和です。FIBA エージェントとフリーランスライターとしてこっちで活動しているんで、日本語はこっち生まれなんでちょっと怪しい時もありますけど、よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。ということで今日はテルさんの紹介で、海外リーグで経験が豊富なジェイソン君に、カナダ人バスケットボールプレーヤーのジェイソン君に、彼は伊藤大志さんとか安藤誠也選手とのチームメイトだったり、あとウィザーズのサマーリーグのプレー経験とかもあるので、その辺の話とかをしていきます。で、テルさんには特に英語僕全然できないので助けてもらいながらやっていきます。Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So we're gonna start it. Okay. What do you think about Utah?
I like Utah. I feel like the same. So actually, you know what? Let me ask you a question. Why is it that Japanese players are like that? Like, you look at Taishi, you look at Seiya, you look at Utah. Same across the board. Like, so disciplined, great teammate, skilled, very skilled, but like gives 100% every single time. When other guys, like for example, when I think of when Utah got dunked on, I think 10 times out of 10, Utah will always try to go for the block. But say if it was me, well, let's not put me in the equation. Say someone else. If someone else was there, they might not have gone for the block. They see him going for the dunk. Maybe they just step out of the way because they don't want to get dunked on. But I'm pretty sure Utah would try to block that every single time. Why is it Japanese players are like that? What makes Japanese basketball players like that?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe education? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Work hard. Yeah.
Because even Seiya would never back down from guarding anyone. Even no matter how hyped someone was, he'd be like, if coach says he got him, I got him. Every time. And he'd play shuffling his feet, doing the best he can every single time. But someone else might call for a switch, And I've seen that before where someone's guarding him and maybe he doesn't do too good on defense, maybe 2 possessions, and he'll ask to switch. Hey, yo, switch. But Seiya would never ask,
And I think like really 2 things. I think like within Japanese basketballs, there's definitely like a unwritten code of like conduct and how you're supposed to be and how you practice and all that kind of stuff. And then especially with like guys that come overseas, so whether it's Canada or the States, there's definitely like a chip on a Japanese player's shoulder where it's like, we're softer, we're weaker, we're smaller. Like if we don't like outwork these black guys, there's no way we can survive in the NBA or the NBL or wherever.
Yeah.
So I think that's why you get like guys like, you know, Taishi or guys like Yuta. I mean, Yuta's like straight up said it, like not in the exact same way, but he's been like, you know, if I don't like practice really hard or if I don't do everything right the way I'm doing it now, he's like, there's no way I would survive in the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have so much respect for him, you know, because there's guys that are, you know, more talented than him in a lot of ways who don't work half as hard. And it's like when I see people like that, like not working hard but that are just talented, I'm like, yo, if you put in like an ounce of Utah in your if you had an ounce of Utah attitude in your game, you'd be so much better. But like you're just coasting and relying on your talent. And like it'll get you there for now. But there'll be a time when it catches up. And like yeah, like all those guys, Utah, Seiya, Taishi, always had the utmost respect for them. Because I see, I mean obviously I haven't seen Utah, but the other two, I've seen the work they put in. Sorry. I saw how they, you know, hold themselves accountable to play at a certain level. And it's like, even though, you know, because it's unfortunate, but it's like almost a stereotype. When you see an Asian guy playing, you're like, who the hell is this guy? You know? But it's like, they're at the same level. Like you can't say shit. They worked to get here and they've shown that they deserve to be here. So you just gotta respect it. And if you don't respect it, they will bust your ass. Because I've seen Taishi bust some people's ass, like some people who did not respect him, bust their ass. And Seiya, same thing with Seiya. He'd be like, "Yo," like someone will be talking shit. He just calls for the screen, and I go smack his man so hard. Comes off the screen, hits the three. Their guy's like, "Oh shit." He's got backup. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you for the time. Maybe it's maybe 90 minutes. We spent 90 minutes. Yes,
No
thank you. Thank you for the talking. I like your talk. It's very funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so see you next time.
Yeah.
And good luck on the Hong Kong.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna go kick some ass.
Okay. Thank you. And テルさんもありがとうございます。またよろしくお願いします。
いや、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
お疲れ様です。
お疲れ様です。いや、Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.